Hello there. Hello, everybody. I am on. Yes. Good afternoon. It is 12:48, so that means it is time for Let's Talk Church. I'm so excited to be on with you. I know we started a little bit late on today, but your girl was busy getting booked and busy, right? Amen. I'm excited about that. So I just started a little bit late, but we're going to have a great session on today. All right, good. Okay, we're going to have a great session on today. I was just checking my prompter to make sure that you guys could see me and that everything was flowing in excellence. Of course, let me know that you are on so that I can see you and that you can hear me. Let me know that everything is flowing well. All right, so let me check the chat. All right, for those of you that are following me over on YouTube as well as Facebook, let me know that you are on. Of course, my Instagram folks, I am on. I'm checking. I see that you guys can see me well, so I'm not worried about that. Let me see what's happening here with, okay, I'm good. We're going to get started. So today, you guys, I've got another great topic. Today, I'm going to be talking about tools to operate ministry effectively and efficiently. Let me know in the comments if you are interested in this topic. Just say yes in the comments if you are interested in this topic. Of course, you all know I'm trying to build up my watch hours on YouTube, so I appreciate, even if you're watching this on Instagram, that you will later go over to YouTube, to the Wear Agency, so that you can watch it and help me get my watch hours. In fact, let me give you my YouTube channel. There it is, youtube.com/at the Wear Agency. So if you would go there and watch this. I see the yeses coming in. Thank you guys so much for that. This is going to be good. I promise you. As I was preparing even to teach this message, I was thinking about just the importance of operating in excellence. And look, y'all, I was ready today. I got my word sitting right here. I wanted to read this to you. I shared it with you the other day. Let me see. I want to read this before I get started. All right, here we go. Y'all know this small print is a little challenging. Let's see here. Where is it? I think it's am I looking in the right? This is awful, you guys. Hold on. I need my glasses. I'm just gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. I need my glasses. The print, the print is too small. All right, here we go. Let's see here. All right, here we go. Mark 7, and it is verse 37. This is talking about the deaf and the mute man that Jesus healed. But verse 37 says, they were astonished beyond measure, saying, he has done all things well. That's it. That's all I wanted to share for you. Type the word well, W-E-L-L, in the comments. Jesus did things to the level that people were astonished. And that's what I am challenging us as leaders. I say us because I'm including myself, that we do things to the point where people say, wow, they do all things well. So that's where we're going with our teaching on this morning. Thank you guys that watched yesterday. My numbers are going back up. I'm just excited to be back on with you guys. Let me see. Ooh, y'all see all that gray? I don't need to highlight that. But let's get into the teaching on today. So as I said, I am talking about tools to operate ministry effectively and efficiently. Now, what's really cool about this teaching? Hello there. I see you. Thank you guys for being so kind and sweet, saying hello. And I see you typing yes. Thank you. And of course, typing well. Yes, that we do all things well. But what's really cool about this teaching is that the tools I'm going to share with you for churches and ministries, they are either free, which is my favorite price, zero.com, or they're available for one of my other favorite prices, 50% off. So your girl's been busy. I did the homework so that you wouldn't have to. You know, when I consult with ministries, particularly when I work with their administrative teams, I'm always challenging them to incorporate systems. Y'all type systems in the comments. That's one of the areas that I believe that we as the church, we have a lot of room to grow. A lot of churches, hey Kim, a lot of churches do not have systems. And it is as a result that when leadership changes, whoever's sitting in the chair at that moment, when they leave, there's no system in place for everything to continue to progress. And so we start over, or one of the things that really frustrates me the most is that when new people come in, they decide, oh, we just need to redo everything. We need to start from scratch. We need to, I don't really understand their processes, so let's just start over. And that's not necessary. Yes, someone new can come in and take things to the next level, but I don't believe if we're doing all things well, right? If we do things well, that people should be burdened, yes, or even delayed, their progress delayed because we didn't set them up to win. See, this is bigger than us. This is bigger than us. I believe with my whole heart, where I'm going, I'm preparing for that right now. Yeah, I'm not going to wait and believe God for my next level and then decide, okay, I'm going to do things well. Absolutely not. I am honoring God with what I have right now so that I show him that he can trust me with a lot more. And now that's a whole nother teaching. But a lot of us, we haven't gotten the advancement, the promotion, the recognition that we think we should get because, we jumped over a couple hurdles and made something happen. When in essence, we should have never had to jump over a hurdle. We should have been able to sit down and plan and allow the production to produce the results that we were looking for. All right. So systems, I want to challenge you, even, be honest. I talked about it yesterday. Do some introspection. I want you to be honest. Do you have systems in place? Do you have strategies in place? Now, of course, systems I'm talking about are tools. What tools are you using? You shouldn't just be taking notes in your phone. No, not if you're part of a team. Not if you're trying to leave notes. Not if you're trying to, I always say that success leaves footprints. Well, does it? Well, if you've got systems in place, it most certainly can. So let's jump into it. Again, these systems, they have special rates for nonprofits, for churches. And so I see you guys over on Instagram. Thank you. Here we go. Number one, what is the first system that I want you to look at having as it relates to ministry? And that is Microsoft Office. Microsoft Office. It is imperative that you have a system in place where you're able to use tools that will keep you organized and that will show you to be professional. All right. So Microsoft Office has Word, it has Excel, and it has PowerPoint. Word, of course, so that you can create documents. But the most important part of Word is that you can create templates. So if you're sending out a letter checking on a member that is sick, you should have a template. So if you're out that day and I come and I sit at your desk, I'm able to click in the documents folder and find that you've got a template for what we send out for people that are sick. I was talking to an administrator just yesterday about something, and she said, I'll have it for you within 24 hours. Well, I knew she would because she uses templates. So anything you do repetitively, you should have a template for it. There's no reason, again, that if you transition out, that the next person coming in has to recreate that letter or that document because, you got a little territorial and you didn't want to leave your files. I believe, and I teach this to the churches that I consult with, whatever's on that computer in that church, it belongs to that church. This isn't your personal computer. So you should have the templates, the documents, everything organized. That's another teaching, but even, strategies as to how you organize your desktop, how you organize your file folders. But I just want you to have Microsoft Office at this time. So that will give you Word, that will give you PowerPoint so that you're doing presentations, and then as well as Excel. So many other systems that we use, you need to import or export data, and you've got to do that with Excel. And so you, as an administrative leader, a leader with administrative gifts, you should know how to use Excel. Well, again, the Microsoft Office suite, did you know that they in fact have a special rate for churches? It's my favorite price. $0. I know you're saying, what in the world, Elderware? Yes, Microsoft Office. They have nonprofit rates that are $0, free. Yes. So you have to qualify. One of the opportunities that churches have in qualifying is that a lot of these businesses, they will give you, their services for free, but you have to be able to prove that you are a charity. How do you prove that you are a charity? Somebody tell me in the comments, how do you prove that you're a charity? That's it. Yes, you prove that you're a charity by having a 501c3. Yes, you have a legal charity designation. I know you're saying, well, we're a church. Yes, you are a charity. However, these companies want to support charities that operate as nonprofits. And so that 501c3, that's the designation that you have to qualify for from the US government so that these companies can get their, write-offs legally, for being a blessing to companies and, to organizations that have nonprofit status. All right. So now I will say this, that a lot of these tools that I'm sharing with you, they have limits. As we know, Microsoft Office, they have tiers that give you access to certain levels within their products. And so the free level may not include all the bells and whistles. But if you're just getting started, or if you're a team of one, it's going to work just fine for what you're doing. One of the things that I really love about it, and I should have already pointed it out, and that is Gmail, right? No, I'm sorry. I need to save that with Google. I'm jumping ahead of myself. I do love Gmail, but I'll talk about that next. Let's keep going. The next product that I want to talk about is Google Workspace. There we go. We could talk about Gmail with this one. Google Workspace. A lot of us use it every single day and don't really think about it. You've got YouTube. You've got Google Maps. Again, Gmail. You've got Google Calendar, Google Drive, Google Photos, of course, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and Google My Business. Yes, now, this is really, really, really key. The Google Workspace is it's just a no-brainer, you guys. It's the wealth that you can do as it relates to keeping your church organized, keeping them professional. If you ask me, you can do everything right here in Google Workspace. So let's talk about it. As an administrator, and I'm not talking about just the church administrator. You might be the administrator for the choir. You may be the administrator for the ministers, the elders. You may be the receptionist, whatever your role is. This Google Workspace, it can be a tremendous blessing. And again, this is another one that will give you the option to use it for my favorite price, which is free, again, if you meet their requirements. Well, here's a few things that the Google Workspace provides us as leaders working in ministry that we want to operate in excellence and with efficiency. The first one is YouTube. Absolutely, YouTube. YouTube, of course, is a streaming platform, but what most people don't focus on with YouTube is that it is the second largest search engine. Yes, we know that Google is the number one search engine, but YouTube is the second. Well, Google owns YouTube, and so people put content on YouTube that trains them in how to do things, that answers questions for them, that teaches them things. So people use YouTube not only as a place to stream their videos, but to get answers. So you want your church to have a YouTube account. You also can use Google's calendar. I love this. As leaders in one ministry, you can create your church calendar and manage it through Google's calendar. You can create multiple calendars within the Google Workspace calendar app. I've got a calendar for myself. I have one for my business. I have one for the ministry. I have one for she's saying, can I save this live? It'll be on YouTube. You can go back and watch it live on YouTube. Thank you for asking that, Erica. So you can create multiple calendars and you can share those calendars. You can give rights to them as leaders. You know, your pastor may have a church calendar, a family calendar, and the family calendar you may not want to share with the public, but the church calendar you do. But you, as the administrator, you need access to both so that if something comes up from the church, you can go and add it to the pastor's family calendar so that the pastor will be able to see what's coming up with the church. One of my other favorite tools, oh my goodness, I love on Google Workspace is Google Drive. Google Drive is an amazing place where you can store content that you want to share with your team. Google Drive will allow you to have folders. Google Drive, just kind of envision a Dropbox, but for free. Yeah, I just paid for my Dropbox. It's $120 for the year. So Google Drive has an area where you can create folders and store, for instance, your logo, for instance, your policies and procedures. Um, uh, if you've got, let's see, what holiday is coming up, you guys? Whatever holiday is coming up, if your graphics team, they create graphics that you want to share, you put that in that folder in Google Drive, and then you just share the link. And it makes it really easy. You don't have to sit here and try to text out all the different graphics that you want your ministry leaders or your team to have access to. You can just post that link through email to your leaders, and then it'll link them back to that folder in Google Drive. Of course, talking about photos, I love Google Photos. Google Photos makes it easy when people are wanting to create photo albums. You can access pictures from your phone and download them directly to Google Photos. All of this is free if you are a charity or a nonprofit. Of course, Google Docs. Google Docs, you can use it instead of Apple's Pages or Microsoft Office's Word. And the thing I love, 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 love about Google Docs is it is in real time. So if you share your Google Doc, if you're in a meeting and you share that link with everyone in the meeting, as you're taking notes, they all see the notes. So whenever I'm doing a meeting, I like to designate a scribe, and that scribe is taking notes so that everybody that's present, they can stay present. They're not sitting there trying to take all of the notes. So if you ask me, that's the money point as it relates to Google Workspace. And then Google Sheets, of course, you can use it instead of Excel in Microsoft Word or Microsoft Office, or instead of numbers in Apple's products. Slides, the same thing. Slides works just like PowerPoint. It works just like Apple's Keynote. And then, of course, the largest, if you ask me, the largest benefit of the Google Workspace is the My Business option. You know, when people are searching for churches, which the number one search term on Google for churches is churches near me. Churches near me. Put that in the comments. Churches near me. Well, when people are Googling churches near me, of course, Google is going to give them churches that are within a geographic radius of where they're searching for. Well, if you pop up, Google will show your business. And again, it's called Google My Business. So you want to make sure that your profile is set up in Google My Business. Again, you need Google Workspace. It is the number one search engine and the number two search engine. So everybody goes there. So you want to make sure that your church is found if someone does a search for churches near me. All right. And again, my favorite price, $0. Yes, just depending on the platform and the services that you need. All right, let's keep going. I see I'm at 23 minutes. I try to do 30 minutes. We're going to get through it. I promise. I won't talk as long on my other points. All right. Adobe Creative Suite. Now, Adobe Creative Suite is a system that designers use. So those people creating your graphics. The Creative Suite includes access to InDesign, Photoshop, Illustrator, and of course, Premiere Pro. If you have a broadcast or if you use cameras, they're probably using Adobe Premiere Pro to edit that video, that broadcast before it goes, on your website or on your social media. Well, let me click that back. If you see in this graphic, the entire Adobe Suite, you can get it for $659 a month. A month, yes. Or almost $300 for each individual one if you don't need the entire suite. Well, listen. Y'all. I'm down to one red vine. Y'all know from Monday, I showed that I had a new box. But I had to pull my red vine out for this one. You can get access. A lot of you, they offer to the public like $50 a month per person to have a seat to use each of those apps. However, you can get it for $19.95, $20 a month, and have access, listen to this, to all of those products. Not just one, all of them, to the entire suite of products. Again, if you qualify, if you're able to prove that you meet their terms as it relates to being a nonprofit or a charitable organization. All right. Hey there, everybody. Thank you again for saying hello to me. I'm so glad that you jumped on with me. All right, let's keep going. I think I'm on number 5, Hootsuite. Hootsuite is an aggregator site where you can manage multiple social media profiles. And as you see on this graphic I put together, they offer up to 75% off for charities and nonprofit organizations. And literally, you just Google these different tools that I'm sharing with you and then type nonprofit. Yep, Kim said that was a wand-worthy tool. That's right, absolutely. With my liquor stick here. But you can go online and find these really easy. I'm going to add some of them to my website later, but I just wanted to share these with you on today. Let's keep going. Zoom, who knew, right? Is Zoom free for nonprofits? Yes, nonprofits and charities may have access, not free, but they may have access to up to 50% off of Zoom. Now, I know you're saying, how do churches not know this? Well, there's stipulations with it. And so depending on how often you use Zoom and how long your Zooms last, it may not be of value to you. However, if you don't hold long Zooms, and if you don't need multiple people to have access to your Zoom, maybe, one person and you use, this is another tip, always sign up for these services with a church domain email. With a church domain email. Never let any of your leaders register for products and services even that the church needs using their own personal email. All right. They should use a church email, a domain sponsored email, so that if something happens and they leave, you don't have to worry about, how am I going to get access to that system because it's registered in their name. I have helped churches that haven't been able to access their websites because the leader that set up the website details, they use their own personal email. And the way those hosting companies work, domain purchasing companies work, whoever's name and email address set it up, they own it. All right. So you have to make sure that it's all of these things are set up using church sponsored emails. And then, of course, if they leave, it's no big deal. Even if you don't know the password to their email, you just reset it. Really simple. All right. So your Zoom, it goes the same thing, set it up with maybe marketing at and then your domain name, so that whoever has to use Zoom, you don't mind giving them the name and the email and password to access that Zoom account. All right, we're almost done. I've got got another one for you here. Constant Contact, which of course is an email marketing system. They offer up to 50% off to churches. And then Asana, that is a project management tool. They offer up to 50% off to churches. But the big one that I saved for last, that is Canva. Yes, you can apply for a Canva for nonprofits accounts. Now, you see that it says right here on this graphic that Canva, you can use it 100% free. That's right. Depending on, again, if you are able to meet the criteria that they set. If you are able to meet the criteria for what they set. All right. So Canva, of course, is a great tool that we use to create graphics, to just make things pretty. Signs in our office, displays in our office. They've got templates that can really save you a ton of money if you just need some standard graphics done. So Canva, if you ask me, that is probably the GOAT of all of these tools that I have shared with you on today. All right. Well, I'm right at 30 minutes. I did it. I told you I was going to do my best to do just that. I hope that this has blessed you, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you again. I shared this, I think maybe Monday, but I have got my hospitality book, While Your Guests, Winning Hospitality Strategies to Change the Culture of Your Church. You can order it. All you have to do is scan the QR code right there, and that QR code will take you directly to the page to buy that book. And then for those, I saw some sales come through as well for my Prophetess t-shirt. Thank you so much. Same thing. If you'd like to get my t-shirt, this t-shirt, I've still got it right here next to me. I've got them all packaged all nice and neat here, but I'll show you one that I have opened. It features the word prophetess, which I have trademarked, features 45 scriptures that speak to the fact that we're supposed to win, we're supposed to succeed, and yes, that we can have wealth. So check both of those out. Again, my book, I'll take you straight to the website so that you can get those. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will be back on with you tomorrow. It should be 12 o'clock. If not, just, make sure that you get my notifications. If you're not on my email list, go to my website. Let me give you that link as well so that you can, sorry about that. Go to my website so that you can get, here we go. What did I do with it? There we go. Okay. Go to my website and you'll be able to opt in to become added to my email list so that when I send out notifications that I'm going live, you'll get it. Now, I have not sent out any notifications all this week. I told y'all I'm a little rusty because I haven't been on regularly because I've been in school. So I took this week to kind of fine tune my skills and just kind of refresh what I am, the system that I'm using. So starting next week, I will start sending out emails again. So thank you guys so much. All of your comments. I just appreciate your feedback. It lets me know that what I'm sharing, you are enjoying it. Oh, thank you, Tammy. She said the silver is beautiful. I'm getting used to it. I was at the hair salon, I guess a week or so ago, and I almost was like, color it. But, what do you say? I'm going to hang in there with it and just, celebrate that it represents the wisdom that all my years of living have brought me. Thank you guys again. God bless you. Have an amazing day and see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.